What's up, guys? It's Aaron from HowTosByBros and Living Life Abundantly.
What's up? It's Evan from HowTosByBros.
And I just wanted to talk to my brother about some music stuff, some life stuff, and just interview him, talk about life with him. So I'm excited about this interview. So first of all, congrats on all your music stuff. It's been awesome to see that. How many singles have you put out?
I put out 3 singles so far. I put out my first song. It's called How Could I Ever? And then Comfort the Fall, and then All I Ask, and I have another single coming out this Friday. I don't know when this is going up, but 3 singles right now. So, yeah.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, it's been awesome to see that and hear those songs. Like, All I Ask is, I really like that one. I've been listening to that a lot late at night. Just it gets me in my feels,
Yeah, in the feels. That's the goal of the song. It's a sad song.
Yeah.
That's my goal, just try to make you sad.
Yeah. But yeah, so what motivated you to make music?
That's a good question. I think what motivated me was in the beginning, it started with me just doing covers and just learning songs that I just like to hear. And from there, what motivated me to make music is I feel like music in itself is one of the most powerful ways to translate a message into the world. It's easily digested, and I think when music is like everything to me. Like growing up, I love music. Whatever it was, I really liked it. So I think what motivated me was how powerful music really is, and the people that make music and the words that they put into it, how like there's really a responsibility, I feel like, that you're putting out into the world and making sure that it's like a good message. So I think that was what motivated me to write music and make music.
Dude, I didn't know that. That's awesome, bro.
Whatever it is, it could really resonate with that person. So that's why it's so powerful, I think. But yeah, that's kind of what motivated me.
That's dope, dude. And how many streams do you have? A lot of time to get like streams, and so how many streams are you at on all your songs?
So combining Apple Music and Spotify, I'm over like 1 million something with both of those. So I'm really proud of that. With just Spotify and all my songs, it's like 800,000 around there. And yeah, I'm super grateful to be able to have a little bit of audience with me starting out like pretty recently. So I'm really grateful for having people to listen to my music, even though it's still a small number, but I'm still really grateful for people that listen to it. So
Absolutely, man. Music, and what marketing advice would you give them?
Good question. I think some advice on the marketing side, I would say, is you kind of have to. You can look at it 2 ways. There's the world-renowned artist that doesn't promote his stuff at all, and if you're going for that like Nobel Peace Prize and your art is that good, it will be heard by the world. But nowadays, I think it's important for you to promote your own music. And I know a lot of people, I think that's the biggest part where artists struggle, is where they don't want to promote their own music. And this is what I heard from, I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was Tyler, the Creator, out of all people. He said, like, the amount of work that you put in to make a song, like, how can you not promote it? It's like, You started with nothing. You found a chord progression that worked. You found a melody that worked. You wrote lyrics to that. You went to the studio, wherever you recorded it, you put it out. You put all this time. And that right there is like, you better promote that. It's like, you should be proud of that. It's so much work to put in just one song. So I think anyone that's wanting to do marketing is like, who cares? Like, film whatever. You like, TikTok is a great way. I've been lucky with TikTok, and consistency. I've just been posting every day, and it's like doesn't really matter what you post, just post something.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, at the end of the day, you worked so hard for just one song that it's like, you better promote that. Like, seriously. Yeah. And then what was the other part of your question what was it?
It was what people, what advice would you give to people just doing what they love, like just in general, because you've now made some music, and I would just like to hear your advice on just people that maybe are afraid of what other people think, or with their music, or afraid to put stuff out, or any advice.
Yeah, I think that's a tough thing that everyone struggles with, and me including, is like just the opinions of others altering my decisions to do something, which sounds stupid to me even saying that. Because one thing I heard is that you'll never be criticized by someone doing more than you. So, and that recently, like, I still struggle with that for sure. Like, but I think that right there is such a powerful line. It's like, obviously, someone doing more than you is not going to criticize you. And if you look at the people that will criticize you, or even the fear of getting criticized before you put something out there, I mean, not to be rude, but they're kind of just like bums. Like, seriously, like, hate comments, a few hate comments, I mean, you know that. You go to their channel, no videos, you know? They don't make content. They don't know what it's like. Mm-hmm. Those are the people I don't even care about. It's like, your opinion does not matter to me at all. You don't make content, you don't know what it's like. So, to me, it's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, like, who really cares? And they're going to forget about it when they're scrolling for hours, too. They're going to forget about it 10 seconds after. They're not going to think about it and dwell on it for the rest of their lives. And I think that's what we get so caught up on, is like, oh, they're going to care, like, so much, you know. But really, do your thing, and really try not to care what other people think, because it really does not matter.
Yeah. 100%. I agree 100%. Like, I heard this one thing that Ed Milet said. He's like, those people won't be on your deathbed. Like exactly, who cares?
It does not matter.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it. There's this guy on TikTok that will go around with a microphone in public places, and he'll just be talking out loud, and he'll just do random things, like, in public, and he'll be like, yeah, I'm just going to walk and give this guy a high five. I'm going to lay on the floor. And you know what? These people walking by are going to look at me with a strange face, but 15 seconds later, they're going to forget about it, and they're going to go about their lives. It's like their whole lives. They think they're going to think about it. You know, it's just funny, because people really do not care about you. Mm-hmm. They really don't.
Yeah, it is. It's true, man. Yeah, for sure. I agree. So what opportunities have you gotten, would you say, from music, whether it's live music or whether it's just making music? What opportunities have you gotten to, like, connect with people or just in general?
Yeah, it's crazy how much opportunities it brings when you are creating something. And on TikTok especially, I've met so many people within the music industry, Instagram as well, and then connected that with meeting up with those people, writing songs with them. Recently I'm going on tour, like a little mini tour, starting in Nashville, hitting 10 cities and going to LA. That's another huge opportunity. And it was just from me calling a guy that I met off TikTok, and he was like, I'm driving from Nashville to LA. Do you want to make a tour out of it? So that was like, that's really cool. Opportunities just come out of nowhere. So I'm really grateful to be able to have had opportunities come my way with shows too. People have asked me to open up for them, like large artists like Liam St. John. Shout out to you if you're watching. But I think I've been grateful for the amount of opportunities I've given with music. And you guys probably this is probably your first time hearing about my music stuff, so they might be a little bit confused. But I've been really passionate about music the past 2 years, and but yeah, I'm sure if you'll link the music, they can check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's been really cool. This, like, I don't know, man. I connect so well with your music, and I feel like I can connect with you on a personal level through your music. Like, it's just so cool to hear your music and then hear you talk about it after. It just, I don't know, man. Even just like impacting one person's life, like, for example, that you've impacted mine with it. It's been, I mean, you should be proud of it, man. I mean, you've impacted so many more people. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
For sure. For sure. So, what do you think about coming back to How To's by Bros? No, I'm just
I'm back in the show. How To's coming back.
But what do you think? What would you say about all the time with How To's by Bros, and what did you learn? Did anything translate learning wise about from How To's by Bros? Like just in general, like what did you learn from your experience from How To's by Bros? I guess is my question.
Oh yeah, I mean, How To's by Bros was something that I think I was around maybe 13 when it started coming about, and it was my first experience. Like, to be honest, it was kind of more like Aaron, filmed this video, and I was like, sure, I guess. I didn't really think anything of it, but I mean, for the most part, most of the videos I kind of enjoyed making. Some of them I just was forced to, but yeah, it was my first experience on a social media platform like in YouTube, and just realizing the strength of a social media platform can have. At 13 years old, I mean, we were making pretty decent money. I don't think any of my friends were making money from whatever they're doing. So I think just learning the overall strength that social media platform has, and just making content and realizing that making content is fun and cool. It's not weird and whatnot. And then just some things I learned is like trying to be comfortable on the in front of a camera. I think early on, even it's still uncomfortable for most people, I feel like, but being able to just show people how to do a backflip at 13 years old, and just having a little bit of experience talking in front of the camera was good as well. But yeah, it was a great experience, especially at a young age to do that, and also have an impact on flippers today. People don't even realize until we tell them that this was our channel and we show them videos, and that you literally taught me how to do a backflip. And I mean, we touched a lot of people in that way, and we've taught a lot of people how to get a six-pack in 3 minutes. but no, I think same with you. I mean, you made an impact on a lot of people. We both made an impact. And yeah, I think that's something that's really cool.
Heck yeah, man. For sure. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Yeah, so what do you think, how has TikTok, did that YouTube experience help you with TikTok at all, with your music stuff or anything, or no?
Oh, no.
No?
I'm just kidding. I think the idea that you just have to post it no matter what, I think that's what helped me, because I'm sure I probably didn't even watch the videos before. Maybe sometimes if I was editing them or transcribing, but I think a lot of people get caught up in watching their self in a video. And just so you know, when you watch yourself in the video, it's not how the world perceives you. It's how you perceive yourself, so it sounds weird. And you don't like to hear it, and that's with everyone. So I think that's one thing that helped me, is like, this isn't really how the world perceives me. Everyone's a self-doubter, and they all, you watch the video back and you're like, holy crap, I sound like an idiot. But like, you might sound like an idiot too, but most of the time it's your own self bringing those thoughts to that. So yeah, I think that's one thing. Is just like screw it, just post it, and yeah, hope for the best.
For sure. Heck yeah. What do you think what are some things that you're excited about coming up besides the tour? I know you can tell people obviously about the tour and everything. I know you kind of did, but you can tell people more about what you got going on. But what are you excited about? Anything?
Yeah, I'm excited to go back to. Well, we haven't really gotten personal on the HowTosByBros, so we can get personal with that. But I'm excited to go back to school. I'm a senior at California Baptist University. I'm still diving there as well, so I'm excited to I'm excited to go back for my most likely last year, in that regard. And I'm excited to. I just recently got a show in. It's a place called Writer's Block, and it's a really cool platform for just writers to share a couple original songs, and it's in LA. So I'm excited that I'm playing there. And then yeah, the tour starting August 8th. And if you guys check out my Instagram, you can see the shows that we're going to. But other than that, I'm really excited to go back to school, get back to the rhythm and whatnot, and just write a lot of stuff, because this summer I've been recording a lot, writing as well, but a kind of a break from recording is nice, and just to focus on writing.
Heck yeah, man. Your writing is insane, bro. Me and John were talking about it, and your writing is just like, it's really good, and it's like, I didn't know like you go through so much. Because your writing proves that you're ahead of your years in wisdom, but it's just you don't really like talk about it, but then you show it in your writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I think that's something that I don't really communicate my feelings or anything that well, in my opinion. So writing was a way to do that, and the only way to do it for me is to be honest, just honest writing, and sometimes simple words are the best, because a lot of times I'll try to think of stuff that is too complex for me, and I'm like, just go simple and honest, and hopefully, I've been grateful people have resonated with my lyrics, so yeah, I appreciate that.
For sure, man. For sure. So, what's your favorite video that you've made and edited?
Favorite video edited?
Or yeah.
For the HowTosByBros?
Yeah, or
probably either the last cliff jumping video or the Jump Street video.
Oh yeah.
I love that Jump Street video. It was just good memories creating it with Isaiah. You guys know him from How to Get a Girlfriend in elementary school. But it was just such good memories, like overall there. And then honestly, it might have been more fun editing it, but I just remember that was such. It's just like you gotta watch the video. It's a great video. It holds a lot of value in it, and I hope to watch that when I'm 80 and just reminisce.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite video that we've made. Yeah.
Heck yeah! What's your favorite song you've written that so far, or that you have out so far?
I think my favorite song would probably be right now. I am most proud of the lyrics in "Comfort the Fall." Yeah, I wrote that. It's so interesting because some songs take like months to write. That song I wrote on my birthday when I was quarantined for COVID in like a couple hours, and it was like 3 a.m. or something like that. And some songs just write themselves, and I think that song just wrote itself kind of, which was cool. But I don't know if I have a favorite, honestly, but those lyrics, it was just an interesting experience to have that written, because most of my songs take longer than that, but that one was just like It was a couple hours, maybe an hour or two, I think, and I just had COVID, so I was like, I couldn't even sing, so I was, but yeah, that's probably not my favorite, but lyrics wise and just overall experience.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome.
Bring in our sponsor.
Yeah. But it's so good. It really is. Try it, yeah.
Some good stuff. Good stuff, Logan.
And KSI, yeah. And Gideon now too. Gideon, he's on the team, ground up.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if he's like a founder, but he's
doing really good right now.
He is. He's crushing. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. What advice would you tell What advice would you tell to young people?
I mean, it sounds cliche, but just stay true to yourself and do what you want. I feel like that line, I feel like that can go a long way. There's just, like you said, there'll be so many opinions thrown at you, telling you what to do, whatever, but really, ultimately, it's up to you in the end. And like you said, none of those people are going to be at your deathbed. And it's great to take advice from your parents and your siblings and family, friends, and all that stuff, but it's really just you. So I think just some advice is really just, like I said, it sounds cliche, but just stay true to yourself and do what you want to do and work hard at it. And thankful for you guys watching How To's by Bros all these years and the memories that we've had. Teaching you guys how to do flips and origami and how to tie. I literally just learned how to tie it. And there's this 12-year-old kid teaching how to tie a tie. I think that's funny, but yeah. And I'd say that's the advice I give. Just stay true to yourself and do what you want to do because it's just you and you. So that's my 2 cents on the world.
Heck yeah. Appreciate it. Memory of How To's by Bros or just in general in the last
funniest memory. I'd say more recently, the funniest was, I gotta say now, all time was Isaiah Barnes, How to Get a Girlfriend in 8 minutes or what, I don't know what.
In middle school, easily, yeah.
Yeah, that video is just, everything about it. There's just so many things going on at once. There's a kid that's never had a girlfriend talking about how to get a girlfriend. He's in a foam pit in the backyard. And then it's just so odd to me, but it's hilarious. I don't know. It got like 200,000 views.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Put so much time and effort into that video. But that's probably my all-time favorite, just doing that. It's just, looking back, so many things going on in that video.
Yeah.
But if you guys haven't seen that, check it out. If you're looking to get a girlfriend in middle school.
Remember the top comment was like, I'm listening to a kid in a foam pit eating goldfish.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so odd. And people stuck around for the video. Obviously, they were like so intrigued. They're like, I have to watch this whole thing.
Oh, man.
It's just hilarious. Such a great video. Hopefully Isaiah watches this.
Yeah, for sure. How did you get so good at flips? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you got like so good at flips. Like all of a sudden first you were doing just like normal stuff, and then all of a sudden you just got crazy with like like, you know what I mean? Like you started like taking it to the next level, like triple backflip, and then that's when you just started like going crazy with flips, you know? I don't know how did you do that?
I think, okay, I'm going to say something you probably wouldn't expect me to say, but this is where I gained a lot of inspiration to to do like the crazy and crazier flips, and I think it can be kind of dangerous as well. As I was mainly thinking of, oh, this will do well on Instagram. Like the more I got into it, and it's kind of interesting to say that because I haven't said that a lot, but it was a lot of like it was a lot of myself wanting to do the trick as well, like getting over the fear and to your point at how I got crazy or whatever, it was really just being on the tramp every day. When in that period of time, I was grinding it out. I spent a lot of time on the trampoline, so that's how I got better. But truthfully, I would think to myself, I'm like you feel like you have to kind of like step it up each time, and I would think to myself, like, this would probably do well on Instagram, so I should I think this would be, and it would help push me to do the trick, and I really don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I think other than that, like, kind of negative side to it, if you want to take it negatively, it was the community around it as well, like the G-Tramp community in 2014 through 2017. I mean, Tanner Brongart was in there, Jake Brashears, and Dylan Marr, and it was such a small community of this sport that nobody has ever heard of. It's just, I think the community pushed me to do more things. Everyone around me, it really was, I'd say, at the end of the day, the community around G-Tramping and flips in general was so encouraging. Everyone, and early on, it just really helped push me. So yeah, I would say the community helped a lot, and just putting in the work every day, trying to get better at flips.
Heck yeah, man. That's amazing. Yeah.
Thanks.
What did you love? Did you love that era of the garden trampoline?
Yeah, it was awesome. I think I might be biased, but I think it was the best era for a garden trampoline, honestly. No, but yeah, I mean, it was an interesting time in my life, and I've definitely gone through phases. Like, now you guys are like, what, this guy's doing music now? Like, what's going on? But yeah, it was an interesting time. I'm still a diver, by the way, so I still do flips like all the time, and it's been cool to translate that into a D1 sport. So if you guys are wondering, but yeah, it was an interesting time in my life. I really love the G-Tramp community, and some of the people that, I mean, I still talk to Tanner Brongard and other people, like, I haven't talked to Ninja Rob in a while.
Shout out Ninja Rob.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, even on Vine too. I remember Vine I was posting. I met a lot of people through Vine, and people that I still am connected to. So, and all those people, some of them are still doing trampoline stuff, and some of them are doing completely other different things. And I think it's kind of cool how we can all still stay connected even though we're doing so many different things. And yeah, it'll always have a special place in my heart. No, but seriously, yeah.
For sure.
It's really cool. The community was awesome.
For sure, man. That's dope. I don't know if you want to get into this, you don't have to, but what was like your hardest time socially in high school? Like a challenging time that you kind of got through from high school to like now being in college that you got through?
Yeah, we can get personal. I think a tough time in high school. So if you guys don't know, we were both homeschooled our whole lives. So I decided to go to public school my junior and senior year. So going into junior year, truthfully, it wasn't that hard of a transition. Most people expect it to be. It really wasn't that hard of a transition. But probably the hardest time was just in general, like, really just trying to find my place. I think I didn't really know what my values were, or what really like who the essence of who I was. I think I was just influenced with the crowd when I was in high school, and I mean, and that's I feel like that's a common thing. But yeah, I think the big thing was I was just kind of I really was just going with the flow and really following the crowd and not doing what I should have been doing to better my future or to really just better myself in general. I was just hanging around the wrong people for a while. I feel like no offense to any of those people at all. It's just not something at the time that, if looking back now, it's just kind of like, why were you doing those things, you know? But I think overall it's something that had to happen so you can grow, and everything in your life is that happened in your life is something that makes you who you are. So you can't take them back, even though if you regret them. So, but yeah, that was probably the harder time, is just trying to find my place in high school, and just realizing what my values were and stuff like that, I'd say.
Yeah, dude, that's huge. That's huge. What do you think? How do you think you found your place?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm still trying to find my place, I think. I think we're all constantly trying to find our place. Personally, I feel sometimes I have a clear vision of what I want to do and who I am. And then other times I'll get down, I'm like, what am I really doing, you know? And I feel like my vision is blurred on what's to come or what I want to do. So it's off and on, and I think that's a constant battle that everyone, at least myself, deals with, is really not always knowing your place, not always having tunnel vision. You're always going to have those days or some weeks, some months, even years sometimes, where you just don't really know what you're doing. But yeah, I guess some things that I've done to kind of help try to better find my place better is just realizing you don't always have to be around people, and that's something that I have learned, and I personally like being alone a lot of the times, and just realizing like you don't have to. I don't have to go out. I can focus on my craft, what I want to do, and that's okay. And then also sometimes it's like it's okay to go out and not focus on your craft sometimes. But yeah, I'm kind of just rambling on here. But obviously, I think I don't always know my place, and I don't think I ever will be solid in my place. But I'm trying to, and just overall trying to grow in that area, and yeah, and I don't think it'll ever be easy. So, but yeah, still something I struggle with. So yeah, that's a long-winded answer, but yeah.
No, I appreciate it. No, I do. I understand that for sure. I'm always like kind of trying to find my social circle. Like, I don't know if I'm questioning it sometimes and all that. So I understand that.
Yeah. How do you feel? What are some things that you do too?
Obviously spiritual's a huge thing for me. Just like if I'm not grounded in God's word, which I haven't been, like I've been on and off more recently. And if I'm not grounded in that, then I'm just questioning everything, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, and it's just like, I look around and I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then, so that's like a big thing, is the spiritual walk. And then, so I make sure I'm reading, praying every day. And then, honestly, just listening to like, people that I want to be like, and just reminding myself that it's not okay to be stagnant. Like, I don't know, I love listening to like Logan Paul's podcast on late at night and just being inspired and just being like, man, I need to grind. And then sometimes that makes me feel good. Like, I don't know, just.
And to that point, do you? I know what you're saying, and I feel like I had those kind of like. It's never really consistent to me though. You know, for me is like you watch those videos and you're motivated for a while or however long, but do you feel like it kind of like goes away or no? Or like how does that?
Yeah, it does. I can just get a little bit done every day, like towards my purpose, towards my like vision, then it's good. Like I don't, cause then it's not consistent when you're like up all night, like, cause I stayed up all night one night and I'm just like, and then I lose, and then I have to like catch up on sleep, so it's not even worth it. Like,
yeah. But no, I do get, you get those like quick outbursts of motivation.
Yeah.
4 a.m. you wake up, start doing push-ups, watch a 2-hour inspirational video, and the next day it's not realistic. But I think that the reason for that is like it's not rooted in something that you're passionate about, and it's just really not that realistic that you're gonna wake up 4 a.m. every day. And those videos, and you see those videos, daily routine of a millionaire dropshipper or whatever, you know, wakes up at 3 a.m., makes $1 million before 4 a.m., works out for 3 hours, and then does all these things. It's just not realistic. But I think I just wanted to bring that up because I experienced that too, those quick outbursts of just motivation. But I think with music, with me, it's been helpful. It's just like, I think it's rooted in something that I really want to do and something that I'm passionate about. So it's easier to do consistently, you know?
For sure. How has our parents inspired you in life? Mom and Dad?
I am super grateful for our parents. They are incredible human beings, both of them. Incredible in their own way and very different, I might add. But they've really done so much. And I think with my dad has, out of anyone I've seen, and I'm sure everyone would say that about their own dad, but truthfully, out of anyone, he has the hardest work ethic I know. I think he is a workaholic, honestly. But no, to see that when you're young, waking up at 4 a.m., going to CrossFit, working outside till 6, sometimes 7, working pools and not complaining about it and doing whatever it takes to provide for us and our family, that was so inspiring to see. And I hope I can just get a fraction of the work ethic that he has. So in that regard, my dad's work ethic and his genuineness as well, to just not care what other people think. Like right now he's rocking purple toenails because he recently found out about pedicures. And so he's rocking he had pink before and purple, and the greatest thing about that is he only wears flip-flops, so no matter where he goes, he's showing them off. And it's like, he just does not care. He speaks what's on his mind, and he's a genuine guy, and might get him in trouble sometimes, but it is right out of genuineness. So I'll just do those two, like genuineness and work ethic and so many other things. The way that he supported me and us monetarily is just something that I hope to repay in the future. So yeah, really, those are just a couple things of the great things for my dad. And my mom is a superhuman, really. I don't understand how she is the way that she is. Incredibly kind soul, incredibly patient, incredibly loving unconditionally. And another one thing about that is it doesn't have to always be words of affirmation or whatever. She loves by actions, and her actions go the longest ways. And the way that she's cooked breakfast for me every day since I was born. And it might sound like, oh, you privileged, like whatever, like you always get breakfast made for you, but it means so much to me. The fact that she cares that much to make breakfast and every meal too. It's not just breakfast; it's every single meal, and the fact that she cares a lot to feed us from an early age healthy foods. She cares that much that she's going to go the extra mile to figure out what is the healthiest option. Seriously, the healthiest option you could ever find. So in that regard, my mom's actions in general, and that's a broad term, but like actions, just the stuff that she does around the house, and you can just see it in the actions that she does, is like she loves unconditionally, incredibly. And another thing is just her patience. I can't remember the last time that I was yelled at for something that I probably should have been yelled at. Like, truthfully, I can only think of maybe 2 times that I was yelled at in my childhood and life. And I deserved it so many more times. She's so patient. But yeah, I mean, I can go on and on about my parents, but those are just 2 from each that, yeah, they're incredible, best parents in the world, and I'm not biased about it. So, yeah.
I appreciate it, Evan.
For sure. Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Clap.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing. Be sure to check out his music below. Link will be in the description or in the show notes if you're listening audibly. Thank you so much, and God bless. Have a great day.
See you guys.